what actually makes up your credit score. So there's 5 main aspects. There's a chart up here so you can follow along with it as well. Starting with the most important, number 1, you've got your 35% factor, which is your credit history. To best explain this one, I just see it as a fraction. So let's take a 5-year loan. 5 years is 60 months. You pay almost all of those months perfectly one time you were late. So that as a percentage, 98.3%. So that doesn't look great. There was one missed payment, but it's one missed payment. Versus if we looked at 1-year loan, which is obviously 12 months, and we also missed one payment on that. So 11 over 12 is now 91.7%, which puts you in the deep red category. So avoid getting any late payment. So number 2, we've got your total debt, which is 30% of your overall score. So between these two things alone, between credit history and utilization, that's 65% of your score. So these are the most 2 important to get. But with this one, here's the basic breakdown for that. 10% utilization or less is green. That's ideal. So if you have, for simplicity's sake, we'll say $100,000, you only ever want to use $10,000 of that $100,000 line to stay in the green category. Whereas as you get more and more into that high utilization ratio, it drops. 50% red, 75% plus, deep red. You want to avoid that. So maxing out credit cards, perfect example of a deep red. And that 30% utilization factor, just tanking. Number 3 is the length of credit history, which makes about 15% of your overall credit score. Here's the range for that. 7+ years is ideal. Obviously, there's no way to speed that up unless you are able to get added to someone's account as an authorized user who has that time with the credit. That's the one loophole. So if you're opening your own line, you don't have somebody that'll add you as an authorized user. Just gotta maintain it well with the credit history, making all your payments on time, doing that for 9+ years. And then if you think of that fraction again, 9 years is 108 months. If you missed one payment out of those, you're at 99%, which is still categorized as light green. So the longer history you have, the higher your fraction is. You have more wiggle room to miss payments and be human and still not have your credit drastically drop. Number 4 is new credit, which is 10% of your overall credit. This breaks down to hard inquiries. You have a lot of those. On your credit history, it looks like you're just super desperate to grab money, and obviously desperation situations lead to derogatory marks. So a lot of lenders and stuff don't like to see those. But there is a difference between a hard inquiry and a soft inquiry. A soft inquiry is when you look at your own credit. A lot